I remember we went on our very first date. I remember thinking to myself, this is about to be the most expensive meal that I have ever paid for in my whole entire life.
Yo, he tried to kiss me on the first date. Like, you don't do that.
I had asked her out for 8 months and she turned me down. Now look at us. Now we got a whole podcast of what is it like to keep dating, right?
Keep us in a good space for the blend, for the kids, for everything else.
I remember when we went on our very first date. I remember that.
Okay.
Because I remember thinking to myself, this is about to be the most expensive meal that I have ever paid for in my whole entire life. Because
That is the rudest thing.
I thought because all I knew was that you were bougie. I knew that. I knew that you were bougie. And I felt like, okay, she is going to run me up. But you did not.
I sure didn't.
She did not. She was a very, I won't call her a cheap date.
That was
You were not a
affordable.
cheap date. But based on where we went and, you know, what it could have been, she was very, very affordable. She took it easy on me. Did you take it easy on me on purpose?
No, I really didn't. That's what I wanted to eat that night.
That's true. She doesn't eat much.
That's what I wanted
That's
to
true.
eat.
That's true. That's true. She's expensive in other ways, but dating wise, it's always been cool, and I think that that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to
Dating.
talk about what is it like to keep dating, right?
Yeah.
What else? Keep
Keep
the
us-
love alive. Keep the love alive.
Keep us in a good space so we could be in a good space for the blend, for the kids, for everything else.
Yes.
We got to make sure we good.
That's good. I think that's good. So listen, we're gonna talk about dating. We want y'all right now, before we even get into the show, like, share, do all the things. Let everybody know that
Get
my
on your
Dope
phones
Blend
now and do
podcast
it.
is
Do it,
about
do it,
to
do it,
get
do it.
started.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So you thought I was expensive?
I did. Well, no. I still think you're expensive. You are expensive.
Well,
I thought that you were going to run me up. I thought that you were going to be an expensive date.
was it you that chose Bluefin?
It was me.
Okay. And prior to that, because there was a date that we were supposed to take.
Oh yeah,
There
how about that? Which is another reason why. Okay,
Wow. Yo, he get mad.
let's
all
get
over
into
again.
it. You know what I said? Throw the tissue down this way.
He get mad.
Throw the tissue down this way. I'm gonna cry. It's gonna be me this time.
Whatever.
I had asked her out for 8 months and she turned me down. And finally, she said yes. I think we talked about this.
Yeah, we did.
She said yes. She told me that we could go out and that we set a date and everything. And I was so excited. I was like, my sister told me I was like Norbit. I was Tuesday. I'm all in the shower. Tuesday. I'm all excited because we going out on a date Tuesday. This was like weeks. This is like weeks away from the Tuesday that we're supposed to go out. I'm all excited. I've been asking this girl. She's been telling me no. Finally, she tells me yes. Right? Now, mind you, well, I'm not gonna get into that yet. But all I'm gonna say is, here we go.
Where you was gonna take me?
Then I was thinking about Capitol Grill. I was like, look at her. See? I was thinking about Capitol Grill. I was thinking about all these other places, and I will get into that in a second.
Okay.
But so, come time for the date, get a text message.
It's true.
Oh, I forgot that my parents were coming in town this week.
I did.
How you? Your parents live in New Orleans, Louisiana. You in Atlanta.
I forgot
and you
it.
forgot when your parents was coming in town?
I forgot it was that weekend.
Do you forget now when they coming?
I get the days mixed up. I do, because I always have to call and remember, to try and remember. You know that. So you really should be like, maybe she wasn't lying.
But wait.
Because I wasn't.
What did your parents being in town have to do with you going out on a date? How did that stop you?
You just said they don't live here.
Okay. Yeah.
I had to be a host.
You had to be. You could have hosted me.
No, you lived here. They didn't, so
So anyway, I used some corrupt communication.
Oh, y'all. He did that on purpose.
I didn't do nothing on purpose.
He did.
I did not.
So
It was a mistake.
No, he didn't. So
I didn't send you the one that
so
I could have sent.
I sent the text, and then shortly after I received the text,
she turned me down by text.
I did, and then shortly after I received the text, I get a text from him that says, "Yo, she played me" or something like that.
Oh, no.
She canceled on me. I looked at this. I was
I'm
like,
glad I ain't sent the other one.
I text him back. I
If
said,
I had sent that other one, we wouldn't be together today.
I said, did you really say something else? You called me
You
out my
better
name.
be glad that you didn't get that one. There wasn't no Skittles in that text. I'm telling you right now.
You really did send another text.
I was mad with you.
Oh.
You deserved every word.
Oh my God.
Trust me.
Anyway,
As excited as I was,
he claimed this was supposed to be to his brothers. Now y'all know how men talk behind our back, and he sent it to me.
Well, that was the Holy Ghost that wanted
sent
you
it
to
to
see
me.
how I felt.
Oh, whatever. So
Yeah.
I definitely was like, now you know this, and because I was really being truthful, and he had the nerve to send that. I was like, okay.
I was upset.
I don't care.
Now, let's get a little further. Let's dig deeper. So, part of the reason why I had chosen the restaurant, okay, guys know who to take to nice restaurants and who they could just get away with just taking anywhere. She wasn't just anywhere, any kind of restaurant lady. So I'm racking my brain. Now, I ain't got much money at the time, but I want to impress her because I know that I got to come correct because she bougie. So that's how we ended up going to the restaurant that we ended up going to, and I anticipated a very, very high bill.
I love the Bluefin. When he said, "Oh, we're gonna go to Bluefin," I was like, "Oh my God, I love that place." I did. I was excited for that. I was.
She sat across the table from
and
me,
I
just
remember
like
this was
right
right
here.
before I was going out of town. Remember that?
I remember.
See?
We sat across from the table like this. I hated that because I like to sit next to.
And he said that. And I'm like, I don't even know you like that. How are we going to sit next to each other and I don't know you like that? I mean, I know you, we friends, but I don't want to be all up in my space while I'm trying to eat. Go ahead.
And now, and now I have to ask her to move over.
That
We going to eat. It is the truth.
It's my purse. It ain't me trying to be all up under you. It be my purse. Because I keep my purse in the booth because I don't want it, Boy.
I understand you carry a duffel bag. I know you carry an overnight bag everywhere we
I
go.
do because we have kids.
It does take up a lot of space.
We have children. It's half of my stuff be your stuff, your wallet, your key. You see, you laughing, your wallet, your keys, Carter headphones.
Well, we might as well make use of the beach bag that you carry everywhere that we go.
Whatever.
But what I'm saying is, so she didn't sit next to me. She sat on the other side of me. Okay, fine, I can deal with that. And then had the nerve. Now, we done all this texting, all this talking on the phone, all this da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then got there, and she clammed up. She didn't have nothing to say.
I didn't?
No.
I thought
And can you believe she had nothing to say? Can you believe Leslie Cooper Kirkland?
I thought we...
Leslie Faye Baker had nothing to say?
You better stop calling me that. I didn't have nothing to say. Like, I thought we had a decent conversation.
I had to pull the conversation out of you. You was nervous. You was afraid. And I understood that. I made you nervous. But it's okay. Because as time has gone on, we have Now look at us. Now we got a whole podcast that we talk. We done 4 seasons. And that's 8 episodes times 1 hour.
Please don't.
Times
Please don't. Please don't.
We have done publicly. We have made up for that dinner at the Bluefin. God knows we have.
Yo, like he did the 1994 thing with me. Now y'all remember when a boy used to make a CD for you or pick a favorite song and be like, "This is dedicated to you." He did that. He had a song.
And tell me this. When I sent it to you, did you listen to it?
No.
I said, ain't that a shame?
I did.
But why don't you tell the world what the song was?
Marvin Gaye. I don't know the name of it. I just know how the song.
I Want You.
I want you
The right way.
The right way.
And I want you to want me too. Just like I want you.
Oh my God. Like, Jesus, he's really getting into it. Oh my God.
Didn't I let you know? Didn't I let you know?
I sure did. Cause look, after the date, he comes out and says, "Come on, go to the car." I'm like, I'm not gonna kiss you on the first date.
Because she had never listened to the song. That's not why I was asking you to come to the truck.
No, but we went to.
I was not asking you to come to the truck so we could kiss.
You didn't try to kiss me?
But not right then. That's not why I asked you to come to the truck.
We brought me to the truck to play the song.
And then when when you finally listened to the song, what you said? Send me that.
I liked it. I was like,
I know you did.
This is a nice song. And so, I get out.
It wasn't Jesus to keep me near the cross.
So, boy, shut up. So I get out, and so he's like, "Come on, walk you to the car," because I was going out of town. And y'all, he tried to kiss me on the first date. Like, you don't do that. He was like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "No." Why are you laughing?
Because
I'm like, this dude is just like, but I'm gonna be honest.
Kiss on the first date.
See, that's your problem. That's why you had 2 kids at 23 years old. Shoot. So with that being said,
good clean girl.
Whatever.
Miss Black Awareness pageant. They're gonna be down at the good clean.
Be quiet. So after that, y'all, let me tell you how he just all the things. I come back in town, and we really from that point on, it was just us. But he knows I love orchids, right? He knows my favorite color is blue. One day I come to work and I get flowers delivered.
That was after our first date?
That was after our first date. And I open the flowers up at work. This thing gets the orchids dyed. They were dyed blue.
They were blue, they didn't dye.
I'm saying you paid for them to color the orchids. I was like in complete shock. I opened them up at work. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, I've never seen orchids like that." And me looking like, "Damn, I ain't never seen it either." But I was like, and then I opened up the thing and he sends the card.
Watch yourself, First Lady. I'm not slipping up.
No, it wasn't nothing crazy in the card.
I'm talking about the language.
Oh, dang.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
And he said it in the card, and I was just like, okay, he is really trying to woo me, and everybody in there was like, "Oh my God, like Leslie, you really got to give this." First of all, everybody was really rooting for me to give him a try, a chance. Let me say try, but a chance. Everybody, people at church, my group of girlfriends, people at my job, because he was getting on my nerves at one point.
Somebody prayed for me.
Because I was like,
and they had me on their mind.
I told you no. I told you no. And he just wouldn't he wouldn't give up. He wouldn't let up. And
Aren't you glad?
Oh God. Then after we started dating, and that's when he started telling me little sweet nothings, because now we married, and he talks about me and my children like, "You did this to me." And like, you didn't tell.
You're going too fast.
No, we're not going too fast, because when we started dating, it was, the Lord told me this was something special and all that stuff. And I told him, I was like, I really wasn't interested in someone who was divorced and had kids. And I was like, I want kids of my own. He was like, yeah, me too.
I did. I wanted them. That didn't mean that I wanted to have them.
Me too.
I just said I wanted them.
And then when they came, it was like, oh my God. I started all over again. But then you say you wanted them?
I said I wanted them. That didn't mean I wanted to have them. There's a difference.
Whatever.
You got to listen to a man when he talks.
But you. So what you trying to say?
Nothing. Keep going. You're doing so well.
No, the Lord gave him a dream. And all. See, okay, you said the Lord
All
gave
this
him.
was true though. Now, I'm being kidding.
Yes.
I mean, I'm being funny. But Leslie, you know good and well that I knew I was going to have 2 more boys. I knew I was going to have 4 children total. Lord already showed me that years before I had the girls. I knew I was going to have 4. I knew I was going to have 2 girls. I knew I was going to have 2 boys. I knew that. So that part of it, okay, I kid, but that is.
But you
that was underwater.
You never asked me to be your girlfriend. We just became.
I'll let you know I want you. The right way.
We just became, and then from there, it is what it is.
All right, so.
I will say this. No. Let me say this. So he's right. So when he picked the restaurant and all those things, I'm a foodie at heart. I love trying new restaurants. I love trying new cultural foods. I just love trying new things I love ambiance. Ambiance is such a big thing for me. I like to be able to gauge a crowd or an event and say, oh, this is the perfect place to send this person to. Everybody who knows me knows that that's the type of person I am. If you call Leslie, hey, I have a date, I want to go here. Oh, I have a business meeting, I want to go here. Oh, this is where you go. This is where you stay. That's me. I know everywhere to go because that's just, I live for those things. But when we started dating, I remember having a talk and he was just like, what do you like to do? What do you like to do? What restaurants have you been to? And that boy was like, well, Ruby Tuesday. First of all, nothing's wrong with Ruby Tuesdays. I love their salad bar at one point, but he was just a meat and potatoes. That's it.
And she was bougie.
And so I was like,
I'm fine with chain restaurants.
Right.
She don't like chain
I'm not a chain restaurant person. So I was like, you know what? I said, I'm going to make a list. So what I did was I created a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet had all the different types of food: American, Italian,
now y'all hear this, don't you?
Chinese, all of those things. And I put
stick a pin in there now.
I put all the different restaurants that I wanted to introduce him to. And as we dated, that's what we started doing. I started taking him all over the city. Someplace he was like, I never knew this restaurant was here. And every date was something different.
Now y'all see she did all that. She took all the time to make a list of all the food places that she wanted to go, and we all was gonna go eat, and she was gonna introduce me to all these places and all this delicious food because I like to eat.
I want to see where he going with this.
Now fast forward, I'm a little bigger. And she got a problem with that. Whose fault is it?
That was 13 years ago.
It's baby weight.
Our youngest child is 6.
What are you saying?
I'm like, is it on me? I carried him. What did you do?
I sympathize with you.
Whatever. Anyway,
no,
seriously, he is a foodie, but my husband is a foodie in all the wrong ways. But anyway, but even now, that is something that we do. I love trying. Like if a new restaurant pops up, what do I say? Hey, I want to go to this restaurant. And now we've incorporated our children because I like to take them to new places just so they can be cultured. I believe in that. I believe in them saying, hey, oh no, I can go here or I can go there. You've been here? Absolutely. And I have boys as well. And no, I want them to be able to take their girlfriends or whomever.
But this conversation ain't about the kids.
But I'm just saying this is something that we do. But I will say this. When we really started getting to our relationship and we had to at points include the girls. We did. Yes. Because I wasn't just dating him, I was dating Kirsten and Kyla as well. So we had to figure out a way how to incorporate them in some of our things. Mm-hmm. It wasn't always easy, Sometimes a lot, things were canceled because somebody had a recital or this or that, or somebody even got sick. I remember one time he told me I can't come because, one of the girls was sick. And I think that's the first time I realized the reality of my situation. Like, I'm really dating someone who's a dad. It ain't about me completely, but I have to take into consideration that he has a kid. So I remember that because I remember saying, okay, I called back and I was like, well, did she take this? Did she, how's this or that? And he was like, oh, you checking on her? I was like, yeah, hey, if I'm going to do this, I got to be all in. There were moments that some of our dates was, main event. And we had to carve out just alone time, for us. Sometimes our dates are movie nights at home. You know what I'm saying?
So you are saying that it is important that we maintain the dating life, how our relationship started. It's important to maintain that.
Absolutely. That's
outside of the children.
Absolutely. You could get lost in your kids. You could get lost in their lives. You could get lost in their activities. You can get lost just in motherhood, period. Wait a minute. You could get lost in being a wife. You lose women, specifically for the viewers and the listeners out there. Tell me if I'm wrong in this, but we lose a sense of self at some point. At some point, we have to wake up and be like, okay, I got to get back to me. And every woman has gotten to that point. I for a while, for a couple of years, my identity was Greg Kirkland's wife, Kirsten and Kyla Bonus' mom, and then Carter and Cooper's mom. That literally was who I was. Where was Leslie? And that was a hard period for me when you come from being Leslie and doing all the things that I did prior to, getting married and things like that, and then I lose it all. Like, what? That's like being a mogul and you just, all of a sudden, everything falls apart. That's how I felt. Okay, we looked at a video just the other night, and I pulled up on Google where it was date night. It was Friday night, and I was holding Cooper. I was feeding Carter. You went to Kirsten and Kyla because it was a weekend. We were supposed to have them. And I said to the camera, this is my date night. Feeding kids, wiping food off of his mouth, and me eating whenever I can, because our date nights don't exist. There was a point where we weren't going anywhere on a Friday. We weren't hanging out, especially during the pandemic when Cooper was born. We couldn't.
Really couldn't.
So that was a lot for us. Sometimes we'd have to lock the door, and thank God my parents were there. They were there a lot. My parents were a great help during the pandemic. So they would take the kids and be like, listen, lock the door. Y'all watch a movie. Y'all do whatever y'all need to do to be a couple. Do it, and not exactly do it.
I was about to say, this episode went somewhere else.
Good God. But even when we go to New Orleans, to visit, they will eat. And even when Kirsten and Kyla have come to New Orleans, they be like, y'all go. We got them, we cool. Y'all have time, enjoy yourselves, And I think that's important in any relationship. We've talked about this before. Both of our parents have been married for a very long time. But it's important not to get lost in life because you go from husband and wife to mother and father to then grandparents.
Dang.
No, you do. And that transition can allow you still, because it just continues to change. And sometimes grandparenting comes very early. Hello. 24, 23, 24, 25. They don't expect to have babies as young, and then now you're helping your child, raise their child, and watching your grandbaby when you thought you was done for a while. All of those things. That's the reality of life. But we can't leave us out of this. We sometimes got to say, no, I'm not. I can't.
Yes, it takes intentionality.
Yeah.
And it takes work. You got to put effort into making sure that you maintain who is the most important, and that's relative because some people say, well, the children are most important, you know. But at the end of the day, the children would not be here if it were not for mom and dad. So mom and dad have to do what they have to do to make sure that they maintain a connection that you know is just for them, so that they can stay in a healthy place. You got a lot of couples that are not in a healthy place, not because they don't love each other,
right,
but just simply because the time is not there, or the effort is not there, or the intentionality, I should say, is not there.
Let's be real. The pandemic did it to a lot of couples because you were forced to be in each other's company.
Yeah, you found out whether or not you liked each other.
Right, and a lot of people were dealing with so many years of the traffic of life taking over that they were just passing by each other.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic said, guess what? Y'all got to really live with each other, see each other. You can't walk out the door. You can't walk out the door. These kids ain't going to school. Y'all got to talk to each other. Y'all got to communicate.
Yeah.
And then a lot of couples realize, I don't like you.
A lot of empty nesters. Once the kids go off and go to college,
yes,
and that sort of,
empty nesters.
Because you realize that you've invested so much into them, and not enough time into y'all. I mean, you got some people out there that ain't been on a date since Moses. But I'm just saying that you have to make sure that you are intentional about, I mean, a staycation. You can stay right inside the house. You can have a picnic inside the house. And
have all the lights and the candles.
Make it work. I mean, put on matching pajamas. And just
have that Maxwell going.
I'm just saying. And just make that thing work. You can do it all if you are just intentional about it.
And to be honest, I let me say this. I may be bougie, but I am one of those people that love just original ideas. I love when thought comes into the date. I love when you hear me, and things I just don't expect. Woo me, you know, just because you got me. You got to keep me, even though I ain't going nowhere. But you got to still, you know, you got to keep me. And the same for him. I have to woo him, you know. I surprised him. One time we did a whole scavenger hunt. Remember that? We did a whole scavenger hunt all over downtown Atlanta that ended up with a picnic in the park. And we had so much fun that we got on what they call those little things? Oh my God, the little scooter things. And we rode the scooter things
Not the Segway.
Maybe it was a Segway all through Piedmont Park. Had a ball. I mean, we've been to Chicago and literally rode bicycles along the river. I mean, we tried to be intentional about it, and we had a ball. You know, it's those things that I love. Everything doesn't have to cost a whole bunch of money because it's the thought that matters.
I'm telling y'all right now, I got one brewing. I'm working on a date night that she don't know nothing about. We're gonna come back in season 5, and I'm gonna let you know how that one went.
Oh my God! It better be on a plane,
no.
And I better be looking at that. No. Is it the AG?
No, it will not involve a plane.
Oh, I can't remember how you pronounce the C in Greece.
Don't worry about it.
It better be Greece. I'm just kidding.
The only Greece gonna be involved is.
You better not say that.
Easy food. Because I'm telling you right now, it is not gonna involve plane.
But anyway, no, seriously. So in those instances, I think it's really important. And at one point, I think you got frustrated, especially when the boys, because I didn't want to be apart from them. I didn't.
Yes, Lord Jesus.
I did not want to be apart. I didn't want anybody to babysit them. And I was just like, no, we could do something together as a family. The truth. You know, I went through that phase. And I think it was more so coming out of the pandemic because I was more nervous of, you know, we still was trying to figure it out after the pandemic. Then it was monkeypox and all of that stuff.
We had an all expense paid trip.
Oh, here we go.
I went because I went to sing with JJ. The offer was extended for her to go with me to Nigeria. All expenses paid. Flight, lodging, hotel, food, everything. Didn't want to go.
I wasn't leaving my baby. Carter was only about 6 months.
I went to Nigeria for a week.
And I think he had an ear infection or something.
He had no ear infection.
He was coming off of one.
Did you know he was gonna come off of one when they told us we could go? You didn't know he was gonna come off of one.
If something would have happened to my kid, I was in Africa. How was I gonna get back here all the way from Africa?
Let's be honest. Right now you talking about how was I gonna be, but this was what she was saying then. If something happens, we're both going down together.
I did.
And then who's gonna raise our kids?
It's true.
I don't think that way.
I was thinking that, because, and I'm not. Let me express it. I am not afraid of flying and all that. I love that. I've been overseas multiple times. I thoroughly enjoy it. I even look that plane ride. I'm out. But the truth of the matter is, that was my first baby. You should know that. You should know that. Don't go back there. Don't go back there. My mind is going back there. You know how I was with him in the fall. Don't play no games right now.
You would think that was the fall of man.
Oh my God. Well, it was
the fall of Carter.
Well, he will be a man.
One that obviously can't see because he fell off the bed.
And will probably have some serious psychological issues from that.
Oh
my
God.
It happened. I'm serious. So anyway, but no, all jokes set aside, I did do that, guys. I missed out on the Africa trip. It won't be my last. So I it is what it is. But remember your birthday trip when we were supposed to go to New York? I scheduled so much stuff. Y'all, I actually, this I think was the most hurtful one, was the yacht. I had scheduled for us to do that ride. I paid for it, everything. I literally had to talk to the people in New York about, it was a private yacht dinner. We were going to have dinner on the Hudson. And I literally had to call them and cancel. Why? Because our son got sick. And we both
what?
We both were like, well, he was more of my mom and them could take care of it.
What choice did I have?
What do you mean?
What choice did I have but to accept the fact that he was sick, so we might as well stay home? I had no choice because you just started canceling stuff.
Which was the right choice. But because my husband goes straight to, yo, that's another episode, mommy. He was like, my mom, could watch him and stuff like that.
You're not about to sit here and paint it like I'm a mama's boy and can't and always depending on my mama, my mommy. That's not true. Leslie, close your mouth.
Are you serious right now?
Leslie?
Do you want to go there? No,
we're talking about dating.
Exactly. Do we want to go there, mommy? Because he still says mommy.
I don't say no mommy. Oh my God.
Oh, when y'all don't talk, when you and your siblings talk, do y'all
when
not
we talk to each other, we
mommy?
Refer to them as well, we're not
mommy?
from the South.
44, mommy?
We're not from the South.
Says mommy.
We're not going to say mama.
Oh my God, mom?
We say mom now.
No, you say mommy still.
No.
I've caught you saying mommy.
And even if I do, that's a northern thing.
What? It don't matter. You say mommy. You say mommy. Anyway, so mommy, he wanted his mommy to watch our kids. He was big on that. And I was just like, no. God. I'm not going to call grandma's mommy.
How much more time?
I'm not going to call our grandma's mommy to watch our babies. So now, do you think, are we still intentional about our dating? Come on, mommy. Come on.
I'm trying so hard to keep.
Now this is real. Come on, Pooh. Come on. Talk to me. So he doesn't want to keep going because whatever.
Thank you, God.
But I think we've incorporated the dating back into our lives, and now we have a babysitter. We don't just call mommy or daddy, but we have a babysitter now, Mackenzie, Coach Matt. Right? So
I mean, I can't wait until this episode is over. Oh my God.
Can you finish it? Can you finish talking, please? So, do you think we're intentional about it now? He lost I put out there. He called mommy. Can you come on? Oh my God.
I'm really I'm praying right now.
It's okay. Do you want me to call you by your nickname or do you come on?
Listen.
Just come on. So do you think we're intentional now?
Yep.
Is there anything that you suggest to our viewers or listeners about, about how they can be more intentional in the blended dynamic?
Don't get married.
Do you want to tell the mommies and daddies out there how they could be much more intentional? Bonus mommies, bonus daddies, how they could be more intentional? I'm sorry, guys. Guys, just remember to be very intentional about putting your spouse first, right? Mm-hmm. I've never had him long words like this.
Keep the fire in your relationship.
Keep it going.
Keep it alive.
Mm-hmm.
Keep things alive, even when you.
We love you guys. We appreciate you guys, and I'm hoping that this has been a good conversation. It's definitely been a speechless one for him. But it's been a good one. You were so excited to talk about this. What happened? Babe, you were so excited to talk about us. What happened?
Join the bonus club. Visit www.mydopeblend.com to join the bonus club, especially to see the behind the scenes that we're not allowed to show publicly.
Oh God.
I am a man of the call.
Mm-hmm.
And
who loves?
I love Jesus.
And your mommy.
Y'all take care. Make sure you like and you subscribe and you follow My Dope Blend Podcast on all social media. Make sure that on YouTube that you subscribe and turn the notifications on so you always know when we go live.
Yes.
We hope to see y'all soon. Mm-hmm. Maybe on a date.
Yeah.
With my new wife.
Well, that's going to be you 3 times a charm, shoot. For me, it's just going to be my second husband, so listen.
No comment.
Mm-hmm.
No comment. This is till death do us part.
Okay, so what you trying to say?
We'll see y'all soon.
I love you guys so much.
Blending.
Oh, keep blending.